Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at solving multiplication problems using rational number operations when we're given a story problem. And so here our problem tells us that the weight of one serving of trail mix is 2 5/10 of an ounce. I think that that's important for me to annotate on because that tells me that one serving, so one little serving of trail mix equals 2 5/10 of an ounce. Then they asked me how many servings, so this is important because this is what I don't know. How many servings are there in 22.5 ounces of trail mix? So how many boxes does it take to get 22.5 ounces of trail mix? So I need to take my total amount of trail mix, my 22 5/10 of an ounce of trail mix, and to see how many groups of 2 5/10 I can divide it into. Because each group of 2 5/10 is exactly one serving. And I know that I can represent division as a fraction. So I can say 22 5/10 divided by 2 5/10. Well, I want to double this, so I want to scale it up by 2. So I'm working with whole numbers because 22.5 doubled is 45 and 2.5 doubled is 5. Well, so now I have 45 divided by 5. Well, and I know 45 divided by 5 is just 9. So if I scale back down by 5, that gives me 9 in one group. So 22 5/10 of ounces are 9 servings. All right, we're going to look at one more problem. Hayden's house is 2 3/4 miles away from his school. So here's his house. Here's the school. And it is 2 3/4 miles away. The mall is 1 5/10 times as far from his house as his school. What is the distance? So we know the mall is further. So the mall is even further this way. And then we want to know what is the distance from Hayden's house to the mall in miles. So I want to know what 1 5/10 times the distance from his house to his school is. Well, I know the distance from his house to his school is 2 3/4. So I will find what 1 5/10 times 2 3/4 is. And I'm thinking I might want to do this in an area model. So I'm going to draw my area model over here, and I'm going to break it up into 2 by 2. My first factor will go on the top, and since that is 1 5/10, I know that that is 1 1/2. So I have 1 1/2 up top. And then on the other side, I have 2 wholes and 3/4. So 2 3/4. So the first partial product will be 2 times 1, which I know is 2. The second partial product will be 2 times 1/2. I know 2 halves makes 1 whole. Our third partial product is just one group of 3/4, which is 3/4. And then lastly, we have 3/4 times 1/2. So 3/4 times 1/2, which means I'm doing numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. So I get 3/8. And to find my total product, I find the sum of my area model. So that is 2 plus 1 plus 3/4 plus 3/8. I know 2 and 1 will make 3 wholes, plus 3/4 plus 3/8. And I know that I can convert 3/4 to eighths so that I can combine my like denominators. So 3 plus 6/8 plus 3/8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2/8 from here, from the 3/8. I'm going to add them to the 6/8 because I needed 2 more eighths to make a whole. So now I have 3 plus 1 whole because I've shared 2/8 with an extra eighth on the outside. So when I combine all of that, I get my product of 4 wholes and 1/8. All right, thank you guys.